Hey there guys, Jordan in the know here, and today we're going to be doing my Nexus 9 6-month later review, which is also awesome because today is my birthday. So if you want to leave a comment, let me know happy birthday, you know, just want to know how much you guys care. I wouldn't be opposed to it or anything. So yeah. Anyway, this is the Nexus 9 6 months after original release, and there's a few things that you should know before buying this tablet, and that's, if you're going to buy this tablet, I highly recommend that you buy it used or refurbished, just because the new price on pretty much all retailers, Amazon, Google, Best Buy even, they're still standing strong at that $400 price point, and I really don't feel like this should be $400. You can buy this used or refurbished off of Amazon or eBay or whatever for like $250, and for $250 this can be the best purchase you could ever have made. So 6 months later, the Nexus 9 is still one of the best tablets that you can find, sort of. It has a premium metal frame which is held up really well to drops and scrapes, and no matter how you hold the tablet you're going to be touching it, so it's a nice touch. You get the LED light and front-facing speakers placed so stealthily into the frame, but just know that the tablet does a great job at catching things like dust and hair, so just be warned, it's not going to be easy to get out. The power and volume buttons feel fine on this tablet, although because this tablet looks so plain, it can be hard to tell whether you're holding it upside down or not in the dark. And on the back, you have an 8-megapixel camera with a metal ring around it, and I just really like those subtle touches. But something that you're not going to like is the back plate. It's soft touch and feels fine, it's held up really well, but there's just barely any structure behind the back plate to hold it down, so after a while you're going to start to feel it flex whenever you push down on it. Not the biggest deal to me, but if you're going to spend $400 on a tablet, the average consumer may be annoyed. So let me get the very worst of this review out of the way and talk about the biggest problem, the biggest problem with this tablet, and that's the battery life. It is a complete dumpster fire. After factory resets and software updates, my Nexus 9 still sees the charger more often than not, and it's even worse considering that it's a tablet. In my opinion, a tablet should be able to last a lot longer than your phone and be able to last at least 10 hours under heavy use, and this tablet doesn't deliver even half that. In my usage, I get about 3 to 4 hours of on-screen time, which is really bad considering that the Galaxy S6, which has more power to haul, can last about the same amount of time. And now that that's out of the way, the Nexus 9's redeeming feature is its polished performance. After 6 months, this tablet is still one of the fastest and best performing. Animations play at just high frame rates, and it goes without saying that it can get the tasks like gaming and video watching accomplished without any trouble. All of Android 5.0.2's features are present and accounted for, including OK Google functionality while the tablet's asleep, which was a surprise to me, and I'm just really glad it's here. I can be on the other side of the room and ask it questions without having to pick it up. The Nexus 9's features are all awesome, except for ambient display, which isn't even implemented into the tablet, which is strange because it has an AMOLED display and because it's a lollipop feature, so it would be perfect for this tablet. But regardless, it's still a great tablet. For my specific use, I've been doing a ton of gaming and video watching, which is what a tablet is for anyways, so even though it has 2 gigs of RAM, it seems to be fast enough to get the stuff done, and this big beautiful display is literally perfect for gaming or doing anything really, and I know a lot are going to disagree, but I really actually like the 4:3 aspect ratio, just because 1, iPad apps are easier to port to Android, and 2, apps like Google Plus and Twitter look really good still, and even apps that aren't optimized for the 4:3 still look good. Everything stretches nicely, and I'm seriously not complaining one bit. My favorite part of this display is the gaming aspect. Gaming on this tablet just has to be the best experience I've ever encountered, period. Front-facing speakers just put the sound right in your face, and the 9-inch display conforms perfectly in your hands. It just feels so comfortable to game on this, especially while holding onto that metal frame. But one problem that I did encounter was that 5.0.2 is kind of buggy. And I'm really serious when I say this. Not in the sense of unusable buggy, but just in the way that you're going to have to restart your tablet every once in a while to get things to work, like the Google Settings app. I found it bearable, it didn't bother me, but in 2015, no one should have to restart their tablet or any device in general to get it to work properly. And the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is the camera. It's not a very important topic, but I know some people are going to want to hear it. I saved it for last just because there's really nothing exciting here. It's an 8 megapixel camera, but shoots like a 4. Photos are grainy and lacking in color, and I mean, it's cool that there's a built-in photo editor, but as said by every tech reviewer, you really shouldn't be taking photos with a tablet anyway, so the subpar camera doesn't really bother me anyways. But anyways guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my Nexus 9 6 months later review and also my birthday. Let me know what you guys think, because I forgot to mention this, but another thing that the Nexus 9 that I really don't like about this tablet is that it still hasn't had Android 5.1 yet, which, because it's a Nexus, it should have had that weeks ago. So that's really the only other thing I didn't like about this tablet, other than everything else that I've mentioned, especially the battery life. This is actually a great tablet. For my first Android tablet, I have to say this is awesome, and I'm probably going to keep this around for a while just because the media experience is just so great on this. But anyways, I'm rambling. So anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Jordan in the Know, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.